Donald Trump no deja de ser racista ni en un mundial de fútbol, y por eso ha hecho todas estas barbaridades. A la selección de Uzbekistán, Trump les ha hecho controles como si fueran delincuentes. Lo mismo a la selección de Senegal. Se ha prohibido la entrada de los aficionados de Costa de Marfil, de República Democrática del Congo, de Senegal, de Haití y, por supuesto, de Irán. De hecho, a la selección de Irán, Trump le ha prohibido dormir en Estados Unidos, obligándola a marcharse a México en avión después de cada partido. Trump ordenó un interrogatorio durante 7 horas al goleador de Irak, como si fuera un peligro público. Al mejor árbitro de África le han deportado directamente. Curiosamente, Trump nunca ataca a los blancos, sino que lo hace a los latinos, a los africanos o a las personas de Oriente Medio. Y esto no es nuevo, ya que en la historia de los mundiales de fútbol hubo otros líderes ultraderechistas, como Mussolini en 1934 o Videla en 1978, que utilizaron el mundial de fútbol para intentar limpiar su imagen. Parece que gracias a Donald Trump, más que una copa del mundo de fútbol, parece la copa del miedo y del racismo.
America, honey, let me hold your hand when I say this. You can't host the World Cup and then not allow the world to participate. We're actively blocking totally safe people who are essential to this tournament from entering the United States. We are treating elite athletes like security threats. The Iranian national team's games are all in the United States, but they are being forced to set up their base camp in Tijuana, Mexico, because the U.S. delayed their visas until the last second. On top of that, 15 of their support staff were completely denied entry. The same thing is happening with Iraq's national team. Star players like Ahmed Hussein were held at customs for 7 hours, plus a huge number of their support staff had visas denied. The most heartbreaking story I've heard this far is about the referee Omar Abdulkadir Artan. He is a pro referee from Somalia with official FIFA clearance. He worked his whole life to be the first Somali to referee a World Cup game. He landed in Miami with valid papers, but border officials interrogated him for 11 hours, threw him in a holding cell, and deported him. Sports are supposed to be bigger than politics. When we won the bid to host, we promised a fair and open space for every country. Kicking out referees, doctors, and photographers doesn't make us safer. It makes us look really bad. Stop the discrimination and let the world play.
E que, por sinal, que decepção com a FIFA. Que decepção com vocês. Que coisa nojenta que vocês são. Como vocês se transformam num jeito nojento de fazer os jogadores de Senegal passar o que eles passaram, de fazer os caras do Irã passar o que eles passaram. Nossa, o árbitro, ele foi homenageado hoje, lá na Somália. A Somália inteira prestigiando um rapaz que veio, fora a menina da Globo, que teve aí um incidente incrível com ela. Uma coisa, barbaridade, fazer Copa do Mundo, onde não tem futebol, onde é soccer. E aí por dinheiro, por tudo, ingresso caro, água que não pode, um absurdo ter Copa do Mundo lá nos Estados Unidos. Mas vocês são machos pra falar? Vocês são puxa-saco? Um cambada de puxa-saco, né? De fazer os jogadores ficarem 7 horas lá. 7 horas. 7 horas, passando vergonha. Ah, gozado isso, né? Gozado isso, né? Uma FIFA que nem toma conta do próprio umbigo. Uma vergonha o que vocês estão fazendo. Uma vergonha.
This might be the worst World Cup to ever World Cup, and we haven't even cupped the world yet. Imagine if when Qatar hosted the World Cup, they denied entry to a referee that was officially selected for the tournament. Think about how the universe would react. Think about how this Ballon d'Or that we call Earth would react. Somebody that has consistently watched grown male Fibians chase a sphere for as long as I can remember. This is the first time someone asks me what I think about the World Cup, and I don't think. It's not because of the countries that are competing, but because of the country that is hosting it. Just ignore the fact that ticket prices resemble your missing father figure's phone number. Let's ignore the fact that this country is in the middle of an unnecessary war. Let's also ignore the fact that they can't even get the lineup names right. Who is Jed Bellingham? That's just Belling Haram. This is the only country that can deny entry for people to compete in a tournament. For referees that are supposed to be refereeing a tournament. Not because they didn't follow the rules or weren't qualified, but because they did follow the rules and were qualified. I just have to say, for all of you that criticized Qatar, where are you now? Because I need an apology video with tears.
These are one of the reasons why the USA should not host the World Cup. These are one of the reasons. Somali referee Omar Atan refused. He was interrogated for 11 hours. What? Almost half a day. Pretty much half a day. 11 hours. Whoa. He got detained. He got arrested and deported back to Turkey. This referee got referee of the year, bro. African referee of the year, by the way. And he got detained, he's got his visa, he's got his documents, he's got everything, bro. Ready to go to the US to officiate. But no, you interrogate him for 11 hours, you arrest him, and you deport him back to Turkey. What is this, bro? You wasted 11 hours of this man's life just to deport him back to Turkey. You wasted almost half a day of this man's life just to detain him and deport him back to Turkey, bro. Are you serious, US? This man was literally officiating one of the biggest games in African football. He was literally officiating in Africa's biggest tournament, the AFCON, bro. He was officiating the knockout stages, the flipping group stage games as well. And you had the audacity to interrogate him for 11 hours, detain him, and deport him back to Turkey. Bro, America, we've lost a plot. FIFA, I'm not gonna ask you again, why the fuck would you let America host the World Cup? What were you thinking? Huh? To the FIFA president, whoever you are, why would you let America host the World Cup? I've asked this question a million times, bro, and I'll never understand.
I love the World Cup. I love the beautiful game. I love the fact that every 4 years, so many people, so many communities, so many cultures from all over the world come together and vibe to watch the world's greatest sporting event, right? But what I hate is the fact that the US is hosting the World Cup under this goddamn administration. Because what are you talking about, bro? Tourists from all over the world that are coming to the US to see their teams play are now at risk of losing their tourist visas if they create content about the World Cup and monetize off of it. This guy says that they need to apply for a work visa if they want to do that. As if you can just go to wherever the hell and apply for a work visa and have it granted that same day. As if that's the way the magical US immigration system works. A US government source told the publication El País that the Trump administration plans to tighten inspections at airports and border crossings for Mexican influencers in particular, and those from other countries who use a tourist visa to work and generate large earnings. The source, who requested anonymity, said that they were doing this because the goal is to protect American jobs, and that they are not authorized to speak about it publicly, meaning they're gonna keep it on the down low. Mind you, as the article says, this is a common practice worldwide. Do you guys remember this incident? Logan Paul in 2017 in Japan? He's not banned from Japan for doing what he did. How many American content creators have gone across the world, created content there, generated income, money, off of that income, and they have not had to apply for a work visa, for anything special to do that? Because it's common sense, right? It's common sense. Not to mention the Somali referee who was denied entry to the United States, right? Despite being the referee of the year in Africa, simply for being Somali. Not to mention that ICE will be present in World Cup matches here in the US to provide security, even though they say that they're not going to be doing any immigration enforcement, which who the hell believes that, right? It's incredible because just think of how many millions and millions, if not billions of dollars in profit are being lost with small businesses, large corporations not making the money they would have if the world wasn't terrified of Trump. If tourists weren't terrified that they're going to be detained by ICE at an airport or in the middle of the street in America, thrown in a van, in a detention center, maybe even die in a detention center, best case scenario, you get deported to your home country, right? Everything Trump touches turns to shit. Everything.
A Copa do Mundo deveria unir o planeta, mas não é o que acontece nos Estados Unidos de Donald Trump. O evento nem começou e tudo isso já aconteceu por lá. O árbitro Omar Artan, considerado o melhor árbitro africano, teve sua entrada negada nos Estados Unidos e foi impedido de trabalhar sem justificativa nenhuma. Lembrando que nem na Alemanha de Adolf Hitler, algum atleta ou algum juiz foi impedido de entrar durante os Jogos Olímpicos. Ayman Hussein, goleador do Iraque, foi detido e interrogado por 7 horas ao desembarcar no aeroporto nos Estados Unidos. E o fotógrafo da delegação foi mandado de volta ao país de origem. A seleção iraniana de futebol foi impedida de dormir nos Estados Unidos após as suas partidas. E os torcedores tiveram seus ingressos revogados, segundo a federação. Isso vai contra qualquer regra de equidade da própria FIFA. A Copa do Mundo deveria ser um evento para unir o planeta. E não é o que acontece nos Estados Unidos. Se de fato esses são protocolos de segurança, por que eles não acontecem com seleções europeias, por exemplo? São questões que ficam.
The United States should never host a World Cup ever again. What they did to Omar Artan, it's so embarrassing. He was about to become the first Somalian referee at the World Cup, but his dreams were cut short after he was denied access to enter the United States because he allegedly had ties to terrorist organizations. And here's the part I don't understand. He had all the right paperwork, was approved by FIFA, and he had a visa. Mind ya, they don't just be giving out visas to just anyone. You have to go through a whole background check in order to get one. So the fact that they're trying to say he was a part of a terrorist organization, it's all a bunch of bullshit to me. Y'all literally had y'all's arms out, ready to let him in. And all of a sudden, you're like, nah, broski, we good off you. And then on top of that, they are saying that ICE is gonna be present at some of the games. Ah, yeah, wrap it up. Why is the United States always ruining everything? This is the same country that's about to host the Olympics in 2 years. Yeah, they should not only be banned from hosting a World Cup, any world-related events, they should stay far away from them.
Why does our current administration treat foreigners like they don't eat, breathe, and shit the same way we do? And it's to the point where ICE is getting involved with the FIFA World fucking Cup that is being hosted on our soil? What about this doesn't read us backwards to you guys? There is only one other country that does this shit, and guess what? They are a fucking dictator. There is no true reason that we should be having a Fortress America mentality. Why is it that we as America have become full-fledged fucking colonialists? After learning in school that colonialism is bad, did none of the people in this administration go to fucking school? I mean, this is what y'all get for letting a fucking billionaire run the fucking country. My first impression of Donald Trump was a guinea pig meme making fun of his hair. How did it get this bad? When are we finally gonna say that enough is enough because we can't even fucking come together just to have a good time watching a goddamn sport that is universally played around the fucking world? What's not clicking to y'all? We are not angry enough. We can't even enjoy a day where we all come together as nations anymore.
South Africa,
Sudáfrica,
Korea Republic,
República de Corea,
Czechia,
Czechia,
Bosnia and Herzegovina,
Bosnia y Herzegovina,
Qatar,
Qatar,
Switzerland,
Suiza,
Brazil,
Brasil,
Morocco,
Marruecos,
Haiti,
Haití,
Scotland,
Escocia,
Paraguay,
Paraguay,
Australia,
Australia,
Turkey,
Turquía,
Germany,
Alemania,
Curacao,
Curazao,
Côte d'Ivoire,
Costa de Marfil,
Ecuador,
Ecuador,
Netherlands,
Países Bajos,
Japan,
Japón,
Sweden,
Suecia,
Tunisia,
Túnez,
Belgium,
Bélgica,
Egypt,
Egipto,
Islamic Republic of Iran,
República Islámica de Irán,
New Zealand,
Nueva Zelanda,
Spain,
España,
Cabo Verde,
Cabo Verde,
Saudi Arabia,
Arabia Saudita,
Uruguay,
Uruguay,
France,
Francia,
Senegal,
Senegal,
Iraq,
Irak,
Norway,
Noruega,
Argentina,
Argentina,
Algeria,
Argelia,
Austria,
Austria,
Jordan,
Jordania,
Portugal,
Portugal,
Democratic Republic of Congo,
República Democrática del Congo,
Uzbekistan,
Uzbekistán,
Colombia,
Colombia,
England,
Inglaterra,
Croatia,
Croacia,
Ghana,
Ghana,
Panama.
Panamá.
And now we proudly welcome the three host nations of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Y ahora recibimos con orgullo a las tres naciones anfitrionas de la Copa Mundial de la FIFA 2026.
Canada,
Canadá,
the United States of America,
Estados Unidos,
Mexico,
México.
El ladito pegaste calor, llega para la muñeca por favor.
We're wiser. Will our hearts still have that fire? Can somebody promise me our innocence doesn't get lost in the sin of the world? One day when we're